You are muted, ma'am. You are muted.
Okay. Oh, this is so bad. I was like, why would you best call me? Okay. Making concept evidence, builders of peace of violence. Are you a new generation painting the image of in a better nation? We are the island. We are the island. We are the island. Island to the world. We are the island. We are the island. Island to the world. Always on my mama and my daddy. Yeah, it's my head. My country. Always on my mama and my daddy. Yeah, it's my head. Joy on the wow. Good evening, Nurse Joy. Good evening, Nurse Joyce. Good evening,
Angel.
How are you?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Fantastic. The farm members will not know that we've not spoken for a while. Yes, you can see that, Nurse Joyce. Good evening, family members. This is Admin Ilausu. No, I didn't know I was muted. And Alma said, welcome, Mom. Roji said, welcome, our amazing nurse Angel. And Dorcas Afolabi said, good evening, Ma. And Oni Adenike said, good evening, Nurse Angel and my lovely family. I don't think she saw you at the time. And Epera Amaka said, nobody will get this comment. I don't know what the comment was. All right. So, farm members, before I start, Nurse Joyce, I will leave you to say hello to family members and you start. Yeah, you can say hello. You can greet the farm members.
Hello, everyone. Don't know if you can hear me. The volume is. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Good evening, everyone. You are welcome to today's show. It's going to be a very fantastic, loving show tonight. Our well-being. We're going to be discussing things around well-being in different contexts. We're going to review your comments. We're going to discuss your comment as well. So if you have any question around well-being, what it is, in terms of family, in terms of workplace, in terms of relationship, in terms of physical health, in terms of mental health as well. So we're going to be discussing a lot of stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to answer all your questions around well-being. So the things that you feel that are not well-being, you're going to hear them today. So you'll be wondering, oh, so this aspect, it has to do with well-being. So without me being well or being okay, it's not going to work. So something like that. So we're going to be doing all that today. So you are free to comment and as well share to your friends and families so that they can come and get one or two things today. You're welcome. And I hope you had a good weekend. So we're going to start the weekend with the week with a lot of vibrations. Yeah. You're welcome.
Fantastic.
Over to you, Angel.
Fantastic. I'll just mute you for interception. So, Nurse Joy, you have said it all. I repeat, of course, you have indeed said it all. I want to use this opportunity once again I can see, where is Khadija's comment? I was seeing it, she stopped posting it. To say good evening Good evening, IOM family. But before we start tonight, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask IOM family members a question. And the question is, what does not negotiate when it finally demands attention? This is the one and only question I will be asking fam members today. Fam members, can you answer this question? Yeah. What does not negotiate when it finally demands attention? What is it that does not negotiate when it demands attention? Let me see what the fam members are saying. Fantastic. Oni I keep saying Aderumi, Adenike. Correct. You are indeed correct. You are indeed correct. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can zoom this. Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed health. And I'm so happy you are aware of this. Really, really happy. I'm fingering with my camera. So yes, health does not, or well-being, to be precise, does not negotiate when it finally demands attention. Yes. On that note, I want to say, fam members, good evening to tonight's talk show. Tonight is the 1st of February 2026, and it is indeed it's historic. It is historic for each and every one of us. Why? Because this is IOM's first talk show for the entire year. I repeat, this is IOM first talk show for the entire year. And the topic we are starting with is not accidental. The topic for tonight's talk show is not accidental. It is intentional and it is deliberate, because this topic will either make us or break us. And before we start, I want to call upon family members. Fam members, whatever you are doing, please can you pause? Please pause. Call your family, call your children, your husband, your wife, your mom, your dad. Please, we'll give you a moment to make a call. You must watch this talk show with your family members. Why? Because as long as you are breathing, this conversation is for you. Yes, this topic is not a respecter of age. It is not a respecter of gender. Neither is it a respecter of status. This topic is for each fam member. It is also for Nurse Joyce, and it is indeed for me. But before I start once again, I want to tell you a short story. Nurse Joyce, I want you to listen to this story as well. A man went to bed. A man went to bed one night and he never woke up the next morning. No known illness, no perceived warning, no hospital admission. The next morning when everybody woke up, the entire neighborhood was in shock. He was never sick, they said. Who did this to him, they asked. It must be witchcraft, some accused. We need to go and find out what is happening. Someone must have attacked him spiritually. He must have been attacked in his dream. He was not sick. Everyone was searching for an enemy. But the truth was quiet. The truth was quieter and more uncomfortable. What killed him was not witchcraft. What killed him was not juju. What killed him was not voodoo. It was not jazz. What killed him was years of neglect, years of neglected well-being, no sleep, chronic stress, unspoken worries, financial pressure, emotional exhaustion, extreme anger, or emotional shock, unhealthy or poor diet. His body didn't just suddenly collapse, as everyone thought. It has been warning him for a long time. We just don't listen. We don't listen until it's too late. And that is why tonight matters. If you are yet to call your family, please do. Go and call your husband, call your wife, call your family members. Let them come to tonight's show, because well-being is not a soft topic. As Nurse Joyce said, well-being is not a luxury. Well-being is a life and death issue. Before coming here tonight, before I pass over to Nurse Joy, I must say, before I came here to sit down, I paused and I turned to this topic. I turned this topic inwardly. I did a self-search. I had a brief conversation with myself. I asked myself some very honest and disturbing questions. The questions I asked myself is like this. Do I actually sleep enough? Nurse Angel, do you actually sleep enough? Or am I constantly tired and yawning? I asked myself, do I feel burnt out? Do I constantly feel stress? Do I listen to my body when it's tired? Or do I keep overriding it? Am I emotionally honest? Or am I always strong for everybody? How much water have I actually drunk today? These are questions I kept asking myself as I was coming down to the talk show. Do I get headaches? Do I get chest tightening or shortness of breath? And I realized something important. I realized this, Nurse Joyce. I realized that well-being is not something you talk about, you talk to others about. Well-being is not something you talk about just with others. Well-being is something you confront yourself with. Well-being is something you confront yourself with. So let me say this clearly. Health is not the absence of disease. I repeat, health is not the absence of disease. It is the presence of well-being. Well-being is not just health. Yes, health is the state of your body. But well-being is the full quality of your life. I will stop here and allow Nurse Joy to continue. Let her tell us more about well-being. Thank you. I'll be unmuting it for you.
Oh, okay. Wow, like I said, you're all welcome to today's show. Nurse Angel, you have digested and broken and scattered, and you said it all. I'm just going to add a few more things as we go along, as we are listening, reading the comments, we're answering the questions. I'm going to add a few more things. Nurse Angel said, well-being is not just being well. Well-being is not simply absence of illness, disorder, diseases. It's not about that. It's about practice states that enables us to function well personally and socially. So you might be having some disorders. Maybe you are having some mental disorders. You are having some physical health illnesses. Even if you have those illnesses, you have to try your best to function socially, function emotionally, psychologically. You have to try your best to do that. Especially as we get older, we tend to lose a lot of stuff, like our muscles, not able to sleep, so many diseases, either through biological or through just causing it by ourselves. But we must know that even if we are in that state, we must try our best to live a very proactive life, a very healthy life, socially, psychologically, and all that. So that's about well-being. You might say, "Oh, I have chronic leg pain. I have ulcer. I have this." But you still have to try your best to live within that. It's just like in mental health, you have what they call remission. People are going through so much disorders like schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, and all that. Even in that state, people still function. People still have to live in a good way, in a good environment. You still have to be in a good state of mind. So when you're in remission means you still have that disease, you still have that disorder, but you are functioning. You are going to work, you are sleeping okay, you are doing everything. You have to be proactive in terms of looking after yourself. You have to be proactive in terms of that. You have to make sure I'm taking my medication, I'm doing my exercises, I'm checking my blood pressure, I'm going for the doctor's out of patients appointments. You are doing all that. So sometimes we say we are all of different religions. We say, "Oh, we have to pray, we have to do this, we have to do that." But you still have to pray. Prayers without action is dead.
Period.
So even if we have to read the Bibles, even if we have to read the Quran or do so many things, we still have to be proactive in terms of looking after our health. If you are anti-medication, you have to have that strong will to be able to look after your health. Some people will say, "Oh, I have high blood pressure. I don't want to take any medication." Are you able to sustain that? Are you able to do the other things? Are you able to control your diet? Are you able to exercise? Are you able to do all that? If you cannot do it, it is better for you to take the medication, because at the end of the day, that means that disease will still be there. There won't be any action taken. So we have to be proactive. That's what we are trying to say. You be proactive in terms of your well-being. So I will start today by saying, how can we improve our well-being generally? How can we improve it? All
Say
people that are here today, connecting, when you
before
socialize, just like the hand.
before you go there, because the night is still fresh, you've said a lot, Nurse Joyce, and I want to break it into pieces, what you said. So before you go into improving your well-being, let me first of all say to you, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's true. I was looking at you, I'm like, wow, I don't see you look like this. You look beautiful. And,
Thank you. Thank you.
Farm members, you heard Nurse Joyce. I want to repeat once again. Health. Nurse Joyce, what we hear all the time is health. I ask them, what is not negotiable? They said health. Okay. But I want to say that when people say health, they think of the physical and the mental. That's the general health. In fact, Nurse Joyce, some places in the world, when you say health, they think of physical health. Oh, I had an accident in that. Oh, I'm not well. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I have malaria. Malaria. That is what they define as that they're not well. Health. But little do we know that health, yes, could be, I'll mute you, could be physical and mental, but well-being is the cocoa master. Nurse Joyce. Well-being is the cocoa master. What do I mean? Well-being includes your physical health, you see, let me say this. I want to break, you speak a lot of big English. Eh? I like to speak small broken English. Let me break it. When you hear of well-being, you think of, yes, physical well-being, which is your body. Have you rested today? Have you moved a lot today? Are you eating well and sleeping well? And, are you exercising? Are you drinking water? This is your physical well-being. You also have your mental or emotional well-being. When you talk about, oh my God, I'm stressed, oh my God, my husband did this to me, my heart, I have a heartbreak, my mind, oh my God, I'm feeling down, I'm so low in mood. That is your emotional well-being. Well-being is the totality of this plus your social well-being. Oh, my relationship. I'm looking for a boyfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. I want to get married. Oh, I want to go and buy, do shopping. I want to paint my face. This is social well-being. This is your social connection. Oh, I want to go and visit my friend. Oh my God, I want to go and belong to In Our Mind talk show. I want to belong to In Our Mind talk show. This is your social well-being. I repeat, well-being is the totality of everything, not just your physical and mental. What about your spiritual well-being? I heard you say that. Spiritual well-being. Some people will say, oh, I didn't go to church. It's not just that, Nurse Joyce. Am I correct? It's not just about your religion, but you could make it your religion. But the spiritual well-being is about your purpose in life. What is your purpose in life? What is the meaning of some people look at the mirror and say, what am I here for? They want to connect to their spiritual being. What is the value I want to place on myself? So when you hear your spiritual well-being, oh, I forgot to go to church. Oh, I went to church, thank God. That is not just it. Yes, it is part of it, if that is what you want to define as your spiritual well-being. What about your inner alignment? Your inner alignment, the values, your purpose of life. That is your spiritual well-being. Who are you? What about your environmental well-being? What about your environmental well-being? How safe do you feel? Nurse Angel, don't come back to Nigeria. If you're coming, don't go through the road. Jesus, kidnappers everywhere. This is your environmental well-being. How safe do you feel? How clean is it? Before I came here tonight, I cleaned my kitchen. Why? Because it's scattered. I had a conversation with myself. I asked myself some questions. Am I truly living healthy in terms of well-being? It's not about physical. Even if everywhere is dirty and unclean, that is not a good well-being. That is not a good well-being. What about the support? Do you have a supportive environment? Yes, I must say, IOM is a supportive family page. This is well-being. People say to me, Nurse Angel, I feel so sad. In fact, where I am, I'm not happy. But whenever we come to In Our Mind talk show, we are happy. You have a feeling of well-being. These are all interconnected. If you ignore one, Nurse Joyce, you said it invariably. If you ignore one, long enough, I tell you the truth, it will eventually knock on your door, on the other doors. If I ignore my environment, Nurse Joyce, you know how it starts. You look at the environment. If I start leaving things and matching on top of plates, food, clothes, before you know it, I will start lying. It affects the other places I may start buying junk food. And again, it may start affecting me. It will knock on the other areas of your health and your well-being. So I want to say, before I pass back over to Nurse Joyce, because she's flying, health. If you have a book, this is my book. Yeah? This is my book. Health. People say health. Health is just a page or a chapter. That is health. This is my book. Health is this. This is health. Well-being is the whole book. This whole book is well-being. And health is just one page or one chapter in the entire book. Just let me say this to you. Just picture it like this. Picture it like this. How is your body? How is your body? How does your body feel? What about your mind? How do you cope? Your emotion. My boyfriend did not pick my phone. I'm dead. Oh, my girlfriend, I think she's not in the house. I don't die. How is your emotions? How do you process things? How is your relationship? Do you have a supportive relationship? Or are you drained in your relationship? It's all about your well-being. Well-being matters a lot. How safe or how stressed do you feel about money? How connected do you feel? How meaningful, how purposeful is your life? How is your environment? How does it affect your peace? This is the holistic nature of well-being. And I must say, it is indeed interconnected. I will now leave Nurse Joy to start flying. Continue to fly. Go deeper, Nurse Joy. Then I will explain it in a simple, layman's
You have said a lot. You talked about the social aspects, the psychological aspects, the emotional aspects, biological, everything. So we're just going to be topping it up. I will jump into the relationship aspects before we move on. Sometimes people feel, we feel, oh, there's not much to do in terms of the relationship. Have we heard what they call love language? We have different types of language, the signs and the things that makes a man and a woman to connect. Sometimes we say, oh, I just want to wash my husband's car. Do you know if you wash your husband's car, is that what makes him happy? That is still part of well-being. So in terms of relationship, whether you are courting, you are dating, you are married, we have what they call love language. It helps in terms of well-being as well. We have words of affirmation. If you have a partner, you say to them, oh, I love you. Oh, you are beautiful. Oh, you look good. Oh, I like this. I like that. So you are affirming them. So the way it connects is, some people, when you tell them that and say, I love you, it helps with their well-being. They'll feel so good. Your wife will feel so good. Your husband will feel so good. They like it. But sometimes when we are in a relationship, we tend not to study what will make that person happy, what will make that person feel good, what will make that person feel, oh, I'm valued. Because you don't do things that you like, but you do things that will please your partner. So in terms of relationship, that helps with your partner's well-being. When you affirm good words, you are beautiful. Before you know, when you come back from work, your husband must have cleaned the whole place, cooked for you, and do so many things because of that affirmation you give to them. That's one of them. Quality time. When you spend quality time together, that helps with your well-being as well. Some people want, some partners They enjoy that. When you sit down with your partner, you spend time with them, you talk about things, about life. You talk about how you're going to move the family forward. You sit down, you spend time. Because this time, it does not wait for anyone. Time flies. You have to run after the time. So when you spend that time with your partner, you have a phone call. Have you noticed if you're at work or you're somewhere, your husband calls you and say, "Oh, how are you? Call you again before you leave 2 or 3 times." You'll be so happy. You will be so fulfilled. Oh, my husband called me today. My husband called me. My wife called me. Those calls, that's part of the time. And when you come home, or when you come home, you spend time together. You create time to go out, to go for just for a walk, to go for just for dinner. You spend that time together to socialize with the children or even with other people. So that is quality time. People value it. And when you show this to your partner, they feel more emotionally so happy, so occupied. So when you try and do this in terms of relationship, it makes your partner to be so happy, to be welcomed. Physical touch. There are some ladies, they don't want you to touch. It doesn't make them happy. So you have to do what makes the person happy. When your husband is going out or your partner is going out, you give them a hug. You give them a kiss. You hug them. You touch them. Touch them. Touch them anywhere. They'll feel so happy. They'll feel so welcome. They'll feel so warm. This is part of well-being in terms of relationship. Some people will say, "I beg, no touch me. I beg, no touch me." Touch. If you know your wife likes it, touch your wife. If you know your husband likes it, touch your husband. Kiss your husband. Hold hands when you are going out. Just give them a dirty palm on their bum. Touch them. Play with them. As long as you know they like it. And you know when you do it, it makes them happy. Always do what will make your partner happy. That helps in terms of well-being. My husband, no, they touch me. Oh. You as a wife, you as a husband, you must know what your wife likes. If she likes that physical touch, give her to her. It mustn't be in bed. She can just be in the kitchen. You touch her. You play with her. You kiss her. Hug her. Act of service. There's another one called act of service. This helps with your well-being as well. Sometimes when we do things, you wash your wife's car. Oh my God. You wash your wife's car. Your wife will be so happy. When you know your wife likes that, always do it for her. Because that will help with her well-being. That will make her to be happy. That will make her to be joyous. If you know your husband likes you to clean the environment, as a wife, you do it. Because when your husband comes back from work or your partner, he will be so happy. You will see him, he will be singing all over the place because you have done what makes him happy. Happiness is well-being. Being joyous is well-being. It's part of the relationship. Love languages. Learn your husband's language. Wife, learn your husband's language. Alternate it. Receiving gifts. Some men, when you buy them gifts, they are so happy. As a woman, do it. That helps in terms of well-being as well. If you know your wife likes gifts, they always say women that like gifts. Answer in the comment section. If it's only women that likes gifts, I think a lot of men likes gifts as well. Put that in the comment section. If you know your husband likes gifts, buy your husband nice gifts. You don't have to go expensive place. You can just buy something little. As long as it comes from the heart, that helps with well-being as well. Know your partner's love language. Know your wife's your partner's love language. You will see there will be happiness in the house. When you do what the other person likes, happiness will continue to overflow in your home. So that is part of well-being. So practice it. If you've not been doing it before, go and check out more of love language. See how it's helping. If it's the touching, if it's the act of service, if it's words of affirmation, Some men will say, me, I know they do work for any man, woman. But when you don't say the woman like her, why not? When you gonna make the woman happy, why not? Do it. It will make her to be happy. So I will stop for now. I'm going to add more, but I wanted to touch on one of the social aspects that Nurse Angel has talked about. So I talked about that in terms of relationship. So that's one of the points. Love language. Love language. Very important in relationship, and it helps with our emotional state of mind. It helps a lot. When I like touch, why you not go touch me? Touch me, man. Touch me. Do things. So, Nurse Angel, hand over to you before we continue. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And just to say how wonderful you have spoken, Roji Kassan said, I agree with Nurse Joyce. And Naptak said, I'm learning. And Bakare said, wow, wow, wow. And I want to say this. I agree 1000% with you. In fact, the topic, I saw somebody saying, let me see if I pinned it. There are certain topics, yeah. Patient said, the truth is, many things we neglect make people sick. Well-being broad, seriously. She's saying well-being is a broad topic. And I want to say yes, patience, yes. Well-being is broad and everything in it is interconnected. You heard what Nurse Joyce said. Just simply doing what your partner likes makes them happy. Let me tell you something. Nurse Joyce, you said very powerful things. And I hope you get it. Not you get it. I hope you know how it makes us feel. Nurse Joyce, I came here and I said, you're beautiful. And you smiled. You see, there is no way you will smile and be angry at the same time. Let me tell you, do you know that anger can lead to heart attack? Prolonged anger, every time you're angry, bam, you go just faint for one day, you go just bust. So, you said something profound. I said, social relationship, how is it? And you dug deeper into it. And I want to say, just by mere touching or making somebody happy, the person's life, do you know what you remove? The stress. It's like you detoxified the person. The stress is relieved. They smile. They feel, oh my God, I got it today. And it is really a good thing. And that is why our first topic for 2026 is critical, because how we understand well-being today, how we listen and understand well-being today, how we determine how to cope is going to mean a lot for the rest of 2026. How we relate with one another, how we work with one another, how we rest, how we survive. Today is not just our New Year resolution. I want to say, IOM family, today we want to look at how we can check in on ourselves. That is why I said, bring your husband, bring your wife, bring your children, bring your daddy and mommy. We want to do a well-being check-in. You know, Nurse Joy, you said something about asking, how are you? I want to add to it. How are you really? You know, most times when you say, how are you? You say, I'm fine. You say, how are you really? How are you really? What does that mean? What's the difference? There is a difference. It's not just, how are you? I'm fine. And you go, no, come. How are you? How do you really feel? How do you really feel? How are you? Really? Let me make this practical. If you sleep and you wake up tired, That is well-being. Nurse Joyce, am I speaking? If you are always waking up tired, that means you should watch your well-being. If you, okay, let's say, even when you smile, but you don't feel happy within, you can't smile and not feel happy. But I want to say that here we need to know that we don't just fix life all at once, because most people will think, okay, buying this person a flower will fix things. It is one pillar at a time. Well-being does not demand perfection. It demands attention. I said I must say this. Well-being does not demand perfection. It demands attention. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever you are doing, like Nurse Joyce have talked about the relationship aspect. Nurse Joyce, I must say this. Unfortunately, let's talk reality. Reality. Some marriages are not like that. Some relationships are not like that. We will keep trying, but some people are disconnected. Some people are disconnected. What is Nurse Angel trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, how can we, whilst we teach people to work on making their partners happy, which is good, what about how to be happy themselves as well? Because as I said earlier, well-being is a personal check. If you're not happy internally, you can't give what you don't have. Nurse Joyce, please, can I ask you a question? Do you have 10 pounds on the table there?
No.
You don't. If I say, give me 10 pounds on the table, can you give it to me?
No.
You cannot give what you don't have. So if we are trying to please others or make people happy, which is very important, if we don't have it, we cannot truly give it. And if we cannot truly give it, we cannot also receive it. So what we can do today is, how can we fully check in ourselves? For instance, how stressed do we feel? Do you sleep well? I say to myself, I don't sleep well. And I look at it as good thing, not really good, as in I have to catch up with a lot of things. But think about the guy that went to sleep and did not wake up. He was not, they said he wasn't sick, but he had a lot of underlying issues. How can we check in with ourselves, have a self-love, look after ourselves, then we'll be able to look after others. Very important. What else do you want to say before we go on?
In terms of how can we do this for ourselves first? You have talked about the physical aspect, which is in terms of the sleeping, the psychological as well, the nutrition, all those stuff. If we want to start doing that, let's take sleep for instance. We all have to go to work. We have to do other activities. We have to attend to children. If we have to attend to husband, wife. If we are studying, we have to do all that. But sleep, we still have to prioritize it. We have to take that baby step. Let's say, for instance, we can't really get much sleep in terms of all these our activities, the ones we have mentioned, the ones that we just crop up. We still have to look for ways to get some sleep. And one of the ways, we put down every gadget, switch off television, do all those stuff and create, like what you said, your environment, your social, the social aspect as well, your environment, where you live, where you sleep, you make it conducive. Sometimes you don't have to put any expensive thing. In my house, there's no expensive thing. You don't have to make everywhere, so, oh, I want to buy this big. No. Keeping that place clean is the first thing. Remove all those things that you don't need. Declutter your bedroom. Declutter your environment. Where you live, where you stay. You take time to do that. Declutter what you don't need. Sell them or give them away. So you can start from that in terms of you want to get good sleep. If you keep your environment clean, your bedroom, you declutter. If it's 10 clothes you can manage, don't buy more than 10. If they are doing shopping, sales, don't look at sales. Declutter your environment. Just make your bedroom, your living room, everywhere, make it clean. You will see the difference. You will see the difference. Keep your environment clean and you groom yourself as well. You come, before you go to work or go for your activity, you have a bath, have a shower, look after yourself. Sometimes when you have a good clean, you have a good clean, you shave, you wash nicely, you feel so good within yourself. You go out, you come back, take a bath again, have a shower, clean yourself, keep your bed, keep everywhere tidy. You will have a good sleep. You will have a good sleep. Time yourself. Sometimes it's not possible, but within the week, give yourself some good amount of sleep. That will help with your well-being. So you can start from there in terms of getting good sleep, in terms of activities like, going for exercise. So there are things you can do as well that can help you get good sleep. Exercise, just exercising in the morning, like the one that was done yesterday by Nurse Angel. When you do that, throughout the night, you will sleep. So all this will help you in terms of yourself as well. And also try to, in terms of getting good sleep, in terms of having good sleep hygiene, it will help you. Then if you are somebody that sleep again is so difficult, you can have a timetable. You will know, oh, last night I slept 10 hours, I slept 2 hours. You will know. When you keep that, then you start working on it. Start working on yourself. Then you have so much declutter within you. You have to declutter your mind as well. That is where communication comes. Sometimes they say women, they are the one that rant most. The reason they rant is because they want to declutter what's inside. They want to work on their minds. They want to declutter. When you come to the mental health setting, the number of men is more than the number of women. You ask that question and say, why? Because men tend to keep a lot of things. And that doesn't help at all. So that's one of the ways you can help. You declutter. When you're feeling bad, you communicate. You can communicate with your children, communicate with your friends, communicate with families, communicate with your partners. That will help you. Talk about things, communication. So that will help you. You say things. When Nurse Angel asks me, say, just how are you? Then if you really want to say it, then I will tell her, oh, I'm fine. I had a good sleep. Today I have eaten and I went out. I was with some friends. We had some good time. With all these that I am mentioning, that has helped me in terms of my well-being. So when they ask and say, how are you? You can just say little thing that you have done for the day. That will help you. And if you have something to share, say, oh, no, Sanjay, oh, this thing just bother me. I don't know as I want to do. That will help as well. So I will stop in terms of that. So we can add as we go along.
I want to ask family members a question. Farm members, you've had this topic may seem what is it about? People want to hear gossip, money, business. But if you're not well in yourself, you may not be healthy enough to pursue businesses and financial growth. Family members, how do you feel in yourself? Sometimes your body talks to you. Your body talks to you. You feel, my body I feel lazy today. I am not feeling okay. So my question is, what does my body need right now? Sometimes you're trying to do some work. You're sleeping. You're like waking up back and forth. What does your body need? What does your body need? I don't bath 3 times today. Fantastic. That means probably heat and whatever. So what do you think your body needs right now? That's one question. Because as we say, well-being is all about the entire thing. Your body system, your eating and sleeping. Are you good? Some people don't use the toilet. They find it difficult. I'm telling you, they find it difficult to use the toilet. If they think of toilet, they are scared. What is wrong with you? You check your lifestyle. What are you doing? What is it? Is it about food? Is it about what is it that is causing? You also go to the hospital. All this we are talking about well-being. Yes, well-being has to do with your lifestyle, but it also has a lot to do with checking yourself, whether you're sick or not. What is your body telling you? People will say, sudden death, sudden death. There's nothing like sudden death. Oh. The body don't talk to you tired, but you're not listening. You're not listening. How are you feeling? Have we checked ourselves? What is your blood pressure? There was a day I was like, let me check my blood pressure and see what it is. And I checked, it was like 140 something over, I think 80 something. I'm like, this is high for me. This for me is high. So are you checking yourself? Are you looking after your body? Rest. Fantastic. This is part of what we need to do. What is your body saying to you? Are you overwhelmed? This one says, I'm under the weather. I don't know if that's what he means. He said weather. What is your body telling you? Do you exercise? Do you exercise? Do you walk? Sometimes some of us are in our place of work, we don't stand up. The other day I had waist pain. I had to go to physio because of maybe a kind of sudden movement. They said to me, did I have an accident? I said, accident? They said, no, like a kind of strain. I said, I don't know. Just suddenly my waist. So what is your body saying to you? Are you looking after your body? Are you nourishing your body? Are you eating the right food? Thank God for 30 days. I said 30 days. Thank God for our exercise coming up soon. So we need to look after our body. The next is your mind. Your mind. How do you feel? No, the mind is, do you feel calm? Or do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel calm? Do you feel overwhelmed? Some people, their mind is racing. It's racing. Are you relaxing? All these are interconnected. If you strain your body, your mind will not be, it will be stressed. You may not be calm. You may be thinking, anxious. How do you feel in mind? How is your mind? This is all about well-being. Today we are not here for like classroom teaching. We want you to do an in-depth look into yourself because you matter. You matter. I repeat, you matter a lot. If you let me see, there's something I think I saw. I went to the doctor. The doctor said is what's egoleri? Okay, money. Oh, she said egolaria, meaning emotionaira is money. Okay, you see, I want to say this because of what you said. Let me jump because I was writing things, and luckily I wrote about finances. You see, you said something, Nurse Joyce, but I don't think we grasped it because you talk heavily. You said something about just little things. You know, when people hear financial health, it's not about riches, billionaires, being a billionaire, and what have you. It is about what small steps can you take to gain control of yourself. Are you looking to improve on your career? Are you looking to get skills? Are you getting skills? Are you looking for little budgeting? You talked about budgeting the other time. Are you budgeting? What are you doing? Look, egolaria could be, I don't have job. I don't have job. Financial wealth is, are you making an intentional effort to seek for improving yourself? If you're not currently working, what are you doing? Are you picking up little courses? Are you reading up to develop yourself? Are you going out there to look for little handwork to do? Are you also probably helping out? If you have things, you can do little trading. Like you said, sell things you don't have. They may not get it. You don't need, I mean. They may not get it. It's the finance is barrier to well-being. Yes. So in terms of finance, what we are trying to say, in well-being, you need to look after yourself financially. You need to make sure you're budgeting. If you have 1,000 naira, how will you manage that 1,000 naira to make sure it's enough for you? And another very important thing I will say in terms of finance is you can also seek for network. Like here, we have the social services. I don't know about Nigeria, but there must be something, somehow, you can tap into. Khadija said, attention, I beg. Always try to cut the grasses in your armpit and that's of your powerhouse before person go start smelling like fish. Because how do you expect to sleep well when you stink or you expect hugs? All right. Very important. That is self-care. So she's talking about self-care in a very harsh way. We just talked about it. Are you showering? But let me not go off the financial area. Most times, people want handouts. Let's be honest. Let me say this. Some people even go as far as praying for destiny helper. The time you spend to pray for a destiny helper, you can use it. You said prayer without work is dead. It is not just dead, it is buried. You can pray from today till thy kingdom come. If you don't step out to try to develop yourself or look for something to do, you will be ready, you will die hungry. For destiny helper to locate you, you need to locate yourself first. There is some lady here during the 30-day success challenge. We did a 30-day success challenge. She said she doesn't have money, but she wants to go to school to develop herself, but she doesn't have money. We say, just go. Take the first step. Move. Money is the last thing you need in life. If I want to do anything, I need to first of all make a decision. I need to think out what is it I want. Some people have money. drain. They don't achieve anything with the money. This lady, her name is Goslov Akpan. She said, I don't have money. I have been waiting for destiny helper to come and help me, fix me in school. But right now, I'm going to do it myself. Nurse Joyce, I'm telling you reality. This poor little girl, I hope I have a picture somewhere. She said, I've been waiting for destiny helper to come and fix me, but it has not happened. What did she do? I don't have money, but let me go and apply. We said, go. She went, she applied. She's now currently enrolled. When she applied, she said they're looking for acceptance fee. Acceptance fee. She now said, you know, one thing is first things first. When she got the admission, she started now looking for way to get the money to pay. And guess what? Ways started to make themselves open. How? Because she kept going out to look for, okay, ideas was coming in. She was doing things, and she currently is in university. She's now enrolled into her first degree, her degree course. From not having money, from waiting for destiny helper. Jesus, this camera is a witch. This camera is a witch. See how, thank you, Father. All right. So I want to say that our financial health is important. And what we are trying to talk about in financial health, take charge of your financial health. Take charge of it. What do you have to say?
I've got so much to say, but because of our time, I'm going to give you an example with myself. Years ago, I wasn't working. And what I did, I started volunteering. My friend then, she was the manager in one of these places called Cancer Research. She said, Joyce, just come onto my shop and volunteer. I said, how can I go and do something and I don't have money? She said, come. I said, don't worry, I will come. So I started going there. She said, just come for 2 hours. So I started going there, and I was there doing the cleaning, sorting the clothes, doing that. I was just doing some bits. So I was volunteering, and before I knew it, they were looking for manager in one of their shops. They call it Seven Oaks here. She told them, say, Joyce can manage the shop. Say, manager, say, yes, she can do it. She has been managing before, even before this post, before this volunteering. So they called me. When they called me, they said, Joyce, you are covering as a manager for someone, but your post is stockroom assistant. I said, no problem. Can you manage? I said, yes. Only multi-interview, just referral and all that. They gave me the job. I said, I don't want too many hours because I was nursing then. And through volunteering, that is how I got the job. That is how I started making money. So volunteering is so important. I learned a lot of skills when I was there. When you start learning stuff, it develops your mind. It keeps your state of mind intact. When you occupy your mind with doing things, it keeps your state of mind. It also helps you. You are building wealth in terms of that. You are building wealth. Through that, I was able to start working. And in terms of that finance, when you try and build your skills, sometimes you say, oh, I don't have money to do this. I don't have money to do that. Like what we've mentioned, volunteer. Look for somebody and say, I want to volunteer. I want to help. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's so important. It paves way for you. Through that, you will learn a lot of skills. Through that, you can be referred and say, do you know Mr. B? He came because he's really desperate. He wants a job. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. And I tell you, when I was volunteering there, my friend will just say, okay, take the transport fare. When you are coming tomorrow from their office, they'll pay my transport. So I was just going there, just transport. At a time, after 2 hours, spending 5 hours, 6 hours, just like that. People say, how can you be working free of charge? I said, yes, I can do it. And I still do it till today. Till today. If I want to learn something, I go straight. They say, Joyce, are you not going to take it as part-time work? I say, no, I want to learn it. So I'm coming to you. I still do it. I will just go to some department. I will say, 2 weeks, I'm coming there to work. And when they see me working, they will say, why are you coming to learn? You should come and tell us how to do this thing here. Not me, not coming to learn. I say, no, I just want to learn that. When I finish learning, I will go. So go and volunteer. Volunteering is very good. You can look for somebody, even if it's not in your field sometimes, it's not something that you want, you will still learn something from there. With that, you add it to your CV. Today, if I'm looking for a job, if I write in my CV and say, I have volunteered, and this is where I volunteered, they will take me. So voluntary helps you. And you can just be doing something somewhere. Somebody will see you. Your finance will come from there. Before you know it, you'll be employed. Even if it's something small, you'll be employed. So that will help in terms of your well-being. That will help a lot. You can take that baby step until you get to the adulthood step. Baby step. Go and volunteer, whether it's 2 hours, if it's not too far from your place, if you know you can't deal with the transport, you go there. While you are there, somebody can see you. While you are there, the person can say, oh, I want to employ you. I need somebody. Somebody has been fired. Somebody does not want the job again. You come, you stay. You can start from there. When people see the effort that you put in, that goes a long way. That will help in terms of your well-being. That will help. It's not bad to pray for destiny helper. It's not bad to pray for anything, but you have to take that step. You have to take that step. That helps with your well-being as well. Because when you are down, no money, nothing, you say, oh, I'm just looking for a job. I'm still looking for a job. Take that baby step and volunteer. That will help in terms of your physical well-being. When you wake up in the morning, you look forward to doing something. You look forward to going somewhere. You look forward to say, oh, I'm going to see Nurse Angel. I'm volunteering for her. I'm going to be helping her to pack all her rubbish. And Nurse Angel will sit down one day and say, even from there, she can say, oh, I'll give you transport fare. I'll give you this. When they see how you are doing. So start from there. Start from volunteering. So that's in terms of finances. I will go in terms of work aspect as well. How you can look after your well-being in terms of working environments. So Nurse Angel, I hand over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I saw a lot of comments on the section, and I'm laughing. I saw what Khadija said. She said, you don't need to fall sick or wait for your body to collapse before you visit the hospital or to check yourself. Even now 1K you get, go to the nearest pharmacy or hospital to check your vitals. Is part of well-being. Thank you, Khadija. As we said from the beginning, we have, health is part of well-being. Health is a component underneath the well-being. So well-being has to do with physical, mental, social, financial, environmental as well, and what else? And what have you. So I want to say, Khadija, thank you for this. One thing we must do is not to wait for our health to break before we go to the hospital. We must do health check. In fact, getting early detection is key. Early detection is key. We must know that. Khadija, you said it all. Early detection is key. And part of our kickstarting 2026 is, part of kickstarting 2026 is we must check our health. We cannot our body is like a car, an engine. Our body we need to know that it can break down. Sometimes we've done programs here. We ask people to go and do tests, cancer tests, this test, and that test, and the outcome is positive. Some of them discovered they had cancer. What happened? They discovered it early. This is something they would never have seen. And because they discovered it early, it was treated. And they are okay, free of cancer. But if they had left not checking, because again, before you break down, your body has finished fighting and it's broken. You know yourself. Anytime you see that somebody is now showing signs and symptoms, their body system has finished doctoring them and cannot. It has now gone beyond. So I want to say it's very important. Let's make it a point of duty to do our health check. Alma said, I beg, make una volunteer, gather, give me business visibility. Now, waiting my body need. Alma, do you have something to say to her before I respond? Do you have something to say to Alma before I respond to her?
Let me see if I can read her. I beg, make una volunteer. Sorry, because the handwriting is so small from my end.
That's
so
fine.
You can read it.
Alma, she said we should give her business visibility. I must say to Alma and to including us, Alma, if you must know, Nurse Joy, what do you want to say to? Let me read her comment. I don't want to tell your story. I want you to tell your story. I beg, make una volunteer, gather, give me. She said, let's come and give her business visibility. That's what her body needs. What do you want to say?
In terms of that, what I will say is that apart from your own skills, you can look around you and see what you can do. You can look around you and see any family member, friends, whatever they are doing. You can go there and ask them if you can join them if you can help, if you can do anything for them, even if it's in terms of answering their phone calls, in terms of keeping the place tidy, whatever they are doing, you look for what you can do there. And yeah, you can start from there. Even if it's just an hour, you don't need to go far from your environment. You can just take a walk and go there. It can be somebody that is even selling food just around. You can say, oh, I'd like to come and help you, maybe to wash plates or to clean the tables. Sometimes you might find it difficult, but it helps you with your well-being. It takes off your mind from things that are going around your mind, you know. So you can, while you are doing that, you can still be searching for your job. You can still be doing other stuff. You can be job hunting. You can do other stuff. Just those little things that you do, it can go a long way. I have done it. I do it all the time. I did it last year during summer. I still do it, and it helps me. I'm working, but I do it because I'm a very versatile person. So I want to learn so many things. I will learn this. I will learn that. I will learn that. So I still do it. Yeah. Sometimes you might feel, oh, this thing is too downgrading. No, you learn from everything. If you ask me things about shops today, any shop you see, I can tell you so many things because I have worked with them, volunteer for them for more than 6 months. I was volunteering for them. I never go back to work with them, but I already have the knowledge. So I volunteer in different places, different sectors. I'm a nurse, but still I volunteer. I just do it. I like it. I like it, and it enhances myself, my well-being. So instead of putting stuff in my heart, dragging myself down, thinking I just occupy myself. You know, one thing I always say, high blood pressure is one of the killer disease. If there is any way with high blood pressure, you can have other connected diseases in your body through high blood pressure. If there is any way you can avoid it, if there's any way you don't even get there, you do it for the rest of your life. And it will help with all your organs. As soon as your valves, as soon as those valves, all those that start having problems, the lungs will be affected, the liver will be affected, there will be diabetes, there will be this, there will be that, there will be that, there will be that. So high blood pressure, taking your pressure up. The systolic, taking it up. That's where it comes from, taking it up. So you have to look for a way to protect your mind. So
Thank you very much.
in terms of that, yeah, that would be my take on that.
Thank you very much. Let me say this to you, Nurse Joyce. You did it now. Alma is saying she needs visibility for her business. You've answered her. Let me say this to you. If you have businesses, you're looking like Nurse Joyce, you came to me. You said you want to do this program. You want visibility. What did I do? What did I do? You're here now.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here now. Alma, just like Nurse Joyce said to you, if you have businesses, you're looking for visibility for the business. Make the first move. Some people may not want you to bring your business to their business to showcase it. You may go and start asking. You can ask, can I help you advertise your business? Sorry. Because it's when you're advertising someone else's business, you're advertising your own. People will not come and give you visibility. If they will do that, they will do it for themselves. So if you see places that are well known, like Nurse Joyce noticed, and one thing we don't do well is ask. Most of us pray destiny. Look, I'm somebody that I don't understand that destiny helper prayer, because destiny helper is you moving out of your comfort zone. Everybody around you is able to support you. Just make the move. Take action. Take action. Amma said, all she's looking for is somebody to come. Nobody will come and knock on your door. Hey, I'm your destiny helper to help you to showcase your. Nobody will do that. I cannot see who will do that. What you could do, Amma, is you stepping out and moving to see what is it that, first of all, what is it that you're actually doing? What are you actually selling? Or what business are you actually engaged in? If it's, for instance, I don't know what, let's say wares. I don't know what your business is. Whatever your business is, the next thing you will do is, who is into my kind of business? You need to search your destiny helper. No destiny helper will search for you. Who is doing what I am doing? You do research. Where are they? What are they doing differently? How are they doing it? You start to check. Do your research, visibility study. Then another thing you can do is, how can I go and learn from them? How can I go? You won't stay. I need. Destiny Amma, don't beat me. I know you're IOM police, but you will not join those that will sit and say, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, send my destiny helper. You're joking. You need to move. Action. Take action. And by the time, I remember, by the time you move, okay, there was, and let me just say this story and we'll close. There was I'm telling you first-hand things that happened on this program. There was a wonderful, young, intelligent, vibrant guy that came here. Said generally, he came here. He lives in Port Harcourt. He said he wants money to do a Gary business. We said to him, it's not about the money. Have you done all? He said he knows it. We said, okay, you're in a new place. But because it's not money you need first. Money is the last thing. You need to put everything in place. It was back and forth, back and forth. But we said, stand up, go. Go to other places that are doing it. See how they are doing it. You know what? By the time we engaged him, guess what happened? This wonderful, brilliant, vibrant gentleman, by the time he stepped into other Gary producing factories, you know what? He said to me, I already was asked to bring my own Gary, that they will do it for me. He started thinking of, okay, all the things he was saying he needed, a warehouse, a this, a that, he said he needed the money he needs to buy, pay for the store, pay for the equipment, pay for this, is too much. We said, just make this first step, move, go and discover the people that are doing what you're doing. Discover them, go in, sit with them, volunteer with them, do the things they are doing, help them out. Before you finish, they will ask you what you want. Guess what? He did it. What happened? Before he finished, the guy told him, do you have bags? Bring it, I'll blend it for you. I will do this. He said, I can start this business without that money, I thought. At that stage, we now knew he was ready for the business. We now supported him with every money he needed. And he's now into, we hope, into his Gary business. So, Amma, you can do the same. I also saw another comment. The comment said, Omo, my first experience with blood pressure, if not that I listened to my body, I would have died at home if I had ignored it. Our body talks to us. Our body talks. Why is it that, and I'm sorry, I'm not saying I don't like self-medication, but that's what we do well in areas where there is no checks and balances. Oh, I have pain here, malaria. Go buy me chloroquine. Hey, my stomach is this thing, typhoid. Go buy me that and that. Amma, it is very correct. Our body constantly speaks to us. What do? Tomorrow. So you took a swift action, and that is what saved you. Please, fam members, I'm begging you. Can we all do our health check? Just blood test. Those money you use to buy extra food, extra shoes, and you can skip one meal to check yourself. Just one meal to check yourself. Very, very important. Body no be firewood. And on that note, I will say, can you tell us your last closing statement before we close?
Yeah, we have heard so much today. In terms of activities, which can be your work, your business, whatever you are doing, in terms of how we can try our best to manage our well-being. Like we said earlier on, well-being is not absence of diseases or disorders. It's not absence of it. It's how you can function within that state. So when you are at work, even if it's your business, you are the owner of the place. Even if it's other activities you are doing or you are being employed, learn to take breaks. Don't say, I must finish this work. This work is a 24-hour job. Especially healthcare, 24 hours job or 8 hours job or 7 or 12 or 2 or name it. Take breaks. Give yourself that break. Stand up, like we have said. Stand up, walk around. When they say break, there are times when you are walking, your head will be overloaded. Your head go down full tire. Just tell your colleagues, I beg, can I be excused? Go out for a walk, even if it's for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Try and do that in between your shifts. You might not go out for a walk. You can just stand up from whatever you are doing. Take that break when you are walking. Take that break. Your hour of full break is different. Stand up. Just walk around. You can go and speak to somebody. How are you doing? And things like that. You can do that. Your annual leave, the time that has been set aside for you to rest, take that annual leave. You don't have to travel to America or anywhere. You can take that time off work. Take that break. Take that annual leave. Find out from your employers, or if you are the owner, find out if you are being employed, the breaks that you have, the time that you can have as off. There are so many benefits in your workplace. You might not know, they will not tell you. You have to read about it. Check the policy in terms of annual leave, in terms of when you are not at work, the things that you are entitled to that will take you off work. When you are off work, give yourself that time off. Don't go and do another work. Except you are really bored. You are in a month or 2 weeks or so. Take one day, you just go and work again. That's different. So take that time off. And when you are working, cultivate a kind of teamwork. Don't start doing things on your own. Tap people's brain. You sit there and say, what do you think about this? They say 2 are better than 1. 2 are better than 1. When you start tapping into people's brain, it relieves you from your own thinking. Whatever they have said, you put it together, you'll be able to arrive at a decision. So that will help you in terms of your well-being. Also, structure your work. Try and organize yourself. You are doing something, try and organize. Have a journal, a book. You have it there. Outline what you are supposed to do on that day, that very day. If you can't finish it, continue tomorrow. There are some that are deadline. You deal with the deadlines one. You do the one that are most important. Arrange them in terms of priority. So in your workplace, there are things you can do. And when you are not happy about something at work, please talk. Don't say they go sack me. Oh, this work he had me to get. You don't have to die there. You have to speak out, but you speak out in a nicer way. Speak out in a way that you know they will listen to you. The problem we have at work is people will start talking outside. Nothing is going to happen when you do the talking around. It's only when you sit down and have a dialogue. That is when something will happen. You say how you feel. If you come to work, you don't feel well, go. Without you, the workplace will continue. Even your own job, it will still continue. Your own business will still continue. So your well-being in terms of your workplace, in terms of your own business, it matters a lot. We want to enjoy abundant life.
I will say, Nurse Joyce, you are speaking to high. I want to drag you down, but there is no time. You're so high pitch. What I mean is high level. Nurse Joyce, most people are unemployed as well, and some people are in private work. You're talking about those that are in safe, secured job. I must say, most people that are in private jobs, if they come to work and say, oh, let me go like that, they may be sacked. So there are many ways to kill a rat. Yeah. I was talking to my daughter today. She called me actually, and she said to me, she's in probation. She's in she got a very good job, and it's private. So she said, Mommy, they sacked 3 people today. They didn't wait for the probation to complete, they sacked them. So I said, it must be performance issue. She said, yes. I said, and how are you? She said she's very secure. They even want to fast track hers. I said, fine. But know that anytime they sack you, come home, mommy will work on you. What I'm trying to say is we need to look holistically and also know that there's variances and diversity. So what you're saying is a higher level of a secured environment. I'm not saying they should go to work sick. Never. Never. I'm not saying they should not take breaks. Excuse me, you must. Well, I want us to also know that most people are unemployed, some people are employed, some people are working for an individual. Some people are working for private company, like they give you target if you don't meet the sack. So we need to look for life and work balance. Is that what you're trying to say, Nurse Joyce?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So even if it's my job, my own job, I will give you an example. My own business, yeah, and I know I'm tired. I can't meet up with the time. I need to rest. I still have to take that step. I will take this step. Because if I don't, what if I collapse?
Correct.
Because I have to meet the deadline. That is where you have to speak out sometimes, even in a private place. If it's something you cannot meet up with, ask for more time. Fantastic. You can ask your colleagues for help and say, please, is there any way we can do these things together? There are times when we have something like admission or whatever at work. Admission is very big. You have to do this, do that. Most times, about 4 people will be doing one admission. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to delegate the job for it to be faster. I'm trying to make sure people are not stressed. Because if you don't do it that way, some people, they will not be able to finish. And the next day you have another admission. So I have, in several occasions, volunteered for people and say, look, this lady or this man, he can't do that job on his own. It's too much. Oh, why? It's not too much. I did it on my own. No. Once you know how somebody works, you have to learn how different people work. Even if it's yours, you still have to do it that way. If not, you have to do division of labor to make the work go on swiftly. If not, people will be stressed. People will call off sick. People will not want to go to work the next day. And even if it's your own and it's private, if you don't have those relaxing times sometimes, you will collapse, the company will collapse.
All right.
So you have to look for ways to ensure that as well as you are doing your job, you are also looking after yourself. You are the manpower there. It is your brain you are using. It is your body you are using. So you have to look for ways to make sure you work efficiently, you work smartly, the word is smartly, and you do your job well. If not, I've been in a place now for how many years? Since I qualified. People ask me, I work in one of the most difficult places in my sector, Los Angeles, in my sector. People say, how do you manage it? I was a student there. I did banking there. I did casual job there, and I'm permanent there now. So, but when you try and prioritize and do things how we make you not to be too stressful, it helps. And as well, checking yourself. Sometimes I go to, I say, come and check my blood pressure, make I know whether I still there alive. They laugh. They will be laughing. So that is where I will stop for now.
Fantastic. I want to give Watsu Zira. Boza. This is my brother. He promised he will come today. People are asking me, no, Senje, how do you have Hausa brothers? Excuse me, why not? Una don't come. All this, they will say racism. This one is tribalism. How will I not have Hausa brothers? Wazuru and Wasu, thank you very much for your comment. He said, there are many who are silent because of this. And I believe private sector, they are pushing people, most especially the women, into this. I believe he's talking about too much stress. And I must say, Nurse Joyce, thank you very much. You came and you've given it to us. Thank you, Watsu. I will come back to you. I saw another comment from Chinazam. Chinazam said, Nurse Joyce, this is Nigeria. Employers don't understand this honestly. Small thing, you are sacked. So I want to say, it's all about work and life balance that Nurse Joyce is talking about. And I must say to you, there are areas that is so structured, and there are areas that is not. That does not mean you will kill yourself because of work. However, I must say, it goes back to looking after yourself. So when we talk about taking care of yourself, if you're able to sleep well, you see, well-being is something that if you don't get it right, you will not even be able to work. Let me say this to you, Nurse Joyce. Before I talk about what she said, some people, it's not just about if you're sick, go home. It's about your well-being. Your well-being. Some people we don't take care of ourselves. We drink, we do things, we don't eat the right food, we don't sleep well, we are very anxious, we are paranoid, we are not very healthy, we go to work, we cannot function well. Some very few people. And some people you and I know, not even because they are bad. It's not it at all. It's lifestyle. Maybe they are heavy drinkers. That is their lifestyle. Or they are heavy smokers. Or they are very heavy on street drugs. And they also are working. I have friends that their children, even us, you don't know what your child is doing. They can be in hospital and they are supposed to be working. So if they go to work, they can't function. They have to go to look after themselves. And they will be up for more than 3 months, 6 months. And the job has no choice but to fire them. So I'm not saying you shouldn't look after yourself. I am saying you should look after yourself first before you get to work. Because when we start falling sick in our places of work, that is because we have failed, including me, to look after ourselves. If I don't sleep well, if I don't rest well, if I don't eat well, if I don't exercise well, I will have broken back. I cannot function at work. I will not be able to work well. And that means I will not be performing well. My performance will be lacking. And the job does not want to stop because of me. So as we are looking after ourselves, that is when we will be able to perform healthy work, smart work, as you said. But if we don't look after ourselves, we cannot perform in our places of work. So family members, I want us to be conscious of our environment. I want us to be conscious of our places of work. I must say, some places of work are so secure. That is what they call job security. You can even do 6 months off, sick, 6 months work. Say, and you're secure. There are people that cannot afford to be sick for 1 month. If they are sick for 1 month, they lose their job. So what we are saying is, why we will not look after ourselves to prevent, like we said, early detection matters. Look after yourself. Sleep well tonight I want to make a pledge. Nurse Angel, we start sleeping at least. Let me say the one I can. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 5 hours. I tell you, I don't sleep more than 3 hours. I don't sleep. My body system has been fashioned in a way that if I sleep 2 hours, I'm scared. I'm losing out a lot. And my body is talking to me. And I had a discussion with myself. Right now, I will start sleeping well. I will start drinking well. I will start eating well. I will start exercising well. And if I'm able to look after my health, my physical, mental, social, financial, psychological, and what have you, I will be able to have that is well-being. Then I'll be able to not be too much stressed. I'll not, that all these things that will make us not to be well enough to do our job, we will take care of it. So we'll be able to do our job well and make money. Remember, we also have financial health, financial well-being. If we are not able to get money to look after ourselves, we'll be sick. It is all rounded. And on that note, I will say this is a very important topic. I want to ask family members a couple of questions. One is, family members, what is it? Or what is that one thing? What is that one habit you have been ignoring? Family member, what is that one habit you have been ignoring? Have you checked your blood pressure? Have you checked? Look, this may sound silly, but it's very, very important. I heard somebody say quit their job. I had to quit a job because the stress almost caused me miscarriage of my second baby. I wasn't given time to visit the hospital. That's how bad it had been. Too many tasks to meet up to, and what have you. You did well by quitting the job. Yes, because you cannot kill yourself for that job. So what I want to ask from members is, let me see their answers. If you see me now, you won't believe it was that Banla Chiamaka before. I had to start looking at myself when I took in for my last baby. Now, who buy na lose, and that is true. It's who died that anyway they've died. So what is that thing that you've been ignoring? What is that thing you've been ignoring? I want to read it. Another question I want to ask family members is, what is one small change? Family members, what that one change? Okay, people are answering. They say rest. Me too. I thought it's only me. Rest. Fantastic. I have been ignoring rest. Wow. Please, can we make a pledge tonight to rest? Because I saw somebody say something about they were having constant headache. That is your body talking to you. That is your body talking to you. Is a sign. Tochu would say, I did today. Thank God. We do every Sunday in church. Checking of BP. Fantastic. Drinking enough water. Fantastic. Okay. Now, the next question I want to ask is this. Eating fruits. What is one small change you are ready to start today? What is one small change you have identified? Most of you said rest. Some of you said eating fruits. Some of you said drinking enough water. What is that small change you will be making today? Me, I pledged. I will be sleeping at least 5 to 6 hours on a daily basis. Now, who died? Now I lose. I pledge. So, what is that thing you pledge to rest? Fantastic. I don't joke with my sleep. Only sleeping well. Fantastic. I'm very much ready to change my sleep. Fantastic. The last question I want to ask is, when last did you honestly check in with yourself? The question is, when last did you honestly check in with yourself? When last, I have been ignoring my vital checks. Please do it. When last did you honestly check in? Have a self-talk. I checked in with myself before I came here, and I realized I'm lacking all right now. When last did you actually check in with yourself? You must start to, it said December 2024. Last month, 2 days ago. Wonderful. So please, can we all please check in with yourself? Ask yourself the difficult questions. Do you sleep well? Do you eat the right food? Diabetes is real. Cancer is real. High blood pressure is real. High cholesterol is real. I beg you, on this well-being talk, can we look within ourselves? Then if we are well enough, we'll be able to advise others to check in with themselves. Please, fam members, let's do a BP, the 3 basic checks. You can add additional if you want to. 1, do your blood pressure check. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Go back. Do your blood pressure check. 1. Do your blood BP check, please. Check. This is risk of stroke. Nurse Joyce told you, this is the beginning of every illness you can think of. Blood pressure, oh, sudden heart attack. Check that guy. Check that guy. Your BP check. Number 2, do your BM check. Most people check everything but their blood sugar. 1, your BP. 2, your BM. Number 3, your cholesterol. Please, your BP, BM, blood sugar. Do your blood sugar check and check your cholesterol. You can also add your, I don't know if they do it, your blood saturation or any other check you want to do. In our mind, it's always in my mind, and my destiny is definitely in my hands. I want you to give us your last statement, Joyce, and we'll close.
Thank you, Nurse Angel. We have talked so much about well-being. Well-being is quite a vast topic. We've touched a little bit about relationship, about the social aspects, a little bit of relationship, environmental, workplace. We've talked about marriages. We've talked about so many things, and the physical aspect as well. We have talked about. We touched a little bit all around that, and I believe people have been doing it, but we would like us to take it more seriously. We know some people suffer from underlying diseases. It means you already have the disease maybe in your family, and you've now inherited it, and things like that. Like we said, well-being is not an absence of disease. Even with all that, we can still look after ourselves. We can still be proactive. We can still do a lot of stuff. We can still achieve our goals. So well-being, we have learned so much today, and I hope we do our best. Tiny, tiny baby step. For me, what I would take on today is rest. I have been doing that a lot. I will continue my exercising as well. I'm enjoying exercising, like walking and all that. So I'll prioritize that in terms of exercise, rest, and all that. So I'll add more to it. So I will say in that note, I will thank the crew for today. I will thank every guest. I will thank everyone who has shared, who has liked, who has subscribed. So I will thank everyone for doing that. So I will say in our mind, and it's always in our minds, that my destiny is in my hands. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. So your well-being is of a high priority. Check your body, check your mind, check your emotions, check on people around you, check on finances, and what is your purpose of life. Thank you very much. We'll meet again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.